Today, we remember the delicate and bittersweet stories of female celebrities who left us on the very day they were born. Through their talent, passion, and presence, they lit up the world and inspired countless hearts. Some lived long, extraordinary lives. Others were taken too soon, but all left an unforgettable mark that time cannot erase. This video honors their legacy, their courage, and the memories they continue to leave behind. Ingrid Bergman, the beloved Swedish film and television actress who brought sincerity, grace, and depth to every role, was born on August 29, 1915, and passed away on her 67th birthday, August 29, 1982, after suffering a massive stroke in London. Her passing on the same day she entered this world made her story hauntingly poetic. A life that began and ended in perfect harmony. With a career that defined Hollywood's golden age, Ingrid became one of the most admired actresses in history. Audiences cherished her unforgettable performances in Casablanca, Gaslight, and Notorious, where she blended vulnerability with quiet strength. Her natural beauty, expressive eyes, and emotional honesty made her a symbol of timeless elegance. Over her lifetime, she earned 3 Academy Awards, 2 Emmys, and a Tony Award, honors that reflected both her talent and integrity. Born in Stockholm, Sweden, to a Swedish father and German mother, Ingrid faced tragedy early in life, losing her mother at just 2 and her father at 13. Yet from that sorrow came resilience and depth. She found comfort in acting, first performing in her father's studio and later studying at the Royal Dramatic Theatre in Stockholm. Her genuine style and refusal to change her accent or appearance captured the hearts of audiences when she arrived in Hollywood, earning her breakthrough with Intermezzo. A love story. Though adored worldwide, her personal life was far from simple. Her romance and later marriage to Italian director Roberto Rossellini caused a public scandal in 1949, leading her to step away from Hollywood for several years. But Ingrid faced the storm with courage, returning stronger than ever and winning another Oscar for Anastasia in 1956. Gertrude Astor, the beloved American character actress who brought warmth, wit, and elegance to both silent and early sound films, was born on November 9, 1887, and passed away on her 90th birthday, November 9, 1977. After suffering a massive stroke in Woodland Hills, California. Her death on the very day she was born made her story both haunting and poetic, a perfect circle of life for a woman who helped shape Hollywood's golden years. With a career spanning more than 5 decades and over 250 films, Gertrude became one of the most recognizable faces of early cinema. Audiences adored her for her unforgettable roles as the glamorous stage star in Stage Struck with Gloria Swanson, the cunning vamp in The Strong Man in 1926, and the quick-witted companion in The Cat and the Canary in 1927. She became a favorite at Hal Roach Studios, lighting up comedies with Laurel and Hardy, Charlie Chase, and the Our Gang series, proving that her charm and timing were timeless. Behind the fame, Gertrude's real-life journey was one of daring and determination. Born Gertrude Irene Astor in Lakewood, Ohio, to a modest family, she dreamed of adventure from an early age. At just 12, she ran away from home to join a traveling women's band, playing the trombone on riverboats and stages across America. When the band reached New York, she chose to stay and chase her dream of acting, starting as an extra before earning one of the very first contracts at Universal Studios. Her tall, commanding beauty made her stand out in an industry obsessed with fragile perfection. She was strong, confident, and full of life. Even as time changed and roles grew smaller, Gertrude never faded from the screen. She appeared in classics like The Scarlet Claw, Around the World in 80 Days, and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, leaving her mark in every frame. Betty Friedan, the beloved American writer and women's rights activist who transformed the role of women in modern society, was born on February 4, 1921, and passed away on the very same day, February 4, 2006, at the age of 85. Her passing from congestive heart failure on her birthday felt deeply symbolic, as if her life had completed a perfect circle of purpose and change. Through her groundbreaking book, The Feminine Mystique, she gave voice to millions of women who felt trapped by domestic expectations, sparking the second wave of feminism in the 1960s. That single work not only changed minds, but also changed lives, making her one of the most influential figures in American history. She went on to co-found the National Organization for Women and became its first president, leading powerful campaigns for equality in work, education, and law. Betty's influence extended to organizing the historic women's strike for equality in 1970 and writing later works like The Second Stage and The Fountain of Age, which continued to challenge social norms. Behind her activism was a brilliant, determined woman from Peoria, Illinois, who grew up with a deep sense of justice and an unshakable belief that women deserved more than silence and sacrifice. Ella Baker, the beloved American civil rights activist who became one of the most powerful voices for justice and equality, was born on December 13, 1903, and passed away on the same day, December 13, 1986, at the age of 83. Her passing on her birthday from natural causes carried a deep sense of poetry, as though her life had come full circle, ending with the same purpose and strength with which it began. Born in Norfolk, Virginia, and raised in North Carolina, Ella grew up listening to her grandmother's moving stories about slavery and resilience, stories that shaped her determination to fight for freedom and human dignity. After graduating as valedictorian from Shaw University, she began her lifelong mission to empower ordinary people to create extraordinary change. Throughout her career, Ella worked with icons like W.E.B. Du Bois, Thurgood Marshall, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., yet she always believed that true power belonged to the people themselves. She became a leading force in the NAACP, organizing communities and inspiring individuals to rise against injustice. Later, she co-founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and helped establish the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, mentoring young leaders such as John Lewis, Diane Nash, and Stokely Carmichael. Her belief that strong people don't need strong leaders became a cornerstone of grassroots activism. Even in her later years, Ella continued to fight against racism, poverty, and apartheid, never seeking fame, but always standing firm for equality. Her death on her birthday felt symbolic of a life perfectly lived, a woman who began and ended her journey with purpose, courage, and an unbreakable devotion to justice. Diane Shalet, the beloved American television and Broadway actress who brought depth, warmth, and versatility to every role she undertook, was born on February 23, 1935, and passed away on the very same day, February 23, 2006, at the age of 71. Her passing on her birthday felt deeply poignant, as if her life had completed a full circle of artistry and dedication. From her early years in New York, Diane displayed a passion for performance, attending the High School of Performing Arts and Queens College, and performing in summer stock productions such as Faye Kanan's Goodbye, My Fancy, and Leonard Bernstein's On the Town. She made her professional debut at 18 with the Honolulu Repertory Theater, and her career truly launched when she became one of 15 charter members selected for the Lincoln Center Repertory Theater, performing in multiple productions and working with celebrated figures like Elia Kazan and Robert Whitehead. On Broadway, she appeared in After the Fall, Tartuffe, The Changeling, and But For Whom Charlie, while touring with beloved classics like Bloomer Girl, Brigadoon, Oklahoma, and Connecticut Yankee. Diane's presence was equally felt on television, with over 200 appearances in series including Bonanza, All in the Family, Little House on the Prairie, The Incredible Hulk, Cagney and Lacey, and a recurring role as Ems Hawkins in Matlock, along with memorable guest roles in The Monkees and Harry O. She also appeared in films such as The Reavers, Deadhead Miles, and The Last Tycoon. Beyond acting, Diane devoted 14 years to teaching at UCLA, co-founded the Actors and Writers Lab in Manhattan, and shared her craft as a life member of the Actors Studio, mentoring countless performers. In 1994, she authored the novel Grief in a Sunny Climate, exploring themes of sorrow and human connection, which won first prize at the Santa Barbara Writers' Conference. Married to actor Michael Strong in 1969, Diane's life intertwined personal devotion with professional brilliance. Her passing on her 71st birthday marked the end of a life devoted to storytelling, mentorship, and inspiring generations of artists, leaving a legacy that continues to resonate on stage, screen, and in the hearts of all who knew her work. Tatiana Samoilova, the beloved Soviet-Russian film actress whose delicate beauty and profound talent captured hearts around the world, was born on May 4, 1934, and passed away on the very same day, May 4, 2014, at the age of 80. Her passing on her birthday felt deeply symbolic, as if her life had completed a perfect circle of artistry and emotional depth. Born in Leningrad to actor Yevgeny Samoilov and Zinaida Samoilova, she initially trained in ballet before choosing acting, studying at the Boris Shukin Theater Institute and later at JITIS. While still a student, she appeared in The Mexican, but her breakthrough came in 1957 with Mikhail Kalatozov's The Cranes Are Flying, where her portrayal of Veronica, a young woman devastated by war, earned her a special mention at Cannes, the Jussi Award, and a BAFTA nomination. She went on to star in Letter Never Sent in 1959, Attack and Retreat in 1964, and the iconic Anna Karenina in 1967. Despite opportunities abroad, Soviet restrictions kept her in Russia, yet she remained a cherished figure, later making a comeback with television roles in the 2000s and ending her career with Nirvana in 2008. Honored as a People's Artist of Russia in 1993 and receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2007, Tatiana's work reflected both her resilience and artistry. Taken to hospital on the eve of her 80th birthday with heart and lung complications, she passed away peacefully the next day, leaving behind her son, granddaughter, and a legacy of unforgettable performances. Tatiana Samoilova's life, artistry, and tragic passing on her birthday remain a poignant testament to her enduring place in cinematic history. Frances Elizabeth Fran Allen, the beloved American computer scientist and pioneer in optimizing compilers, was born on August 4, 1932, and passed away on the very same day, August 4, 2020, at the age of 88. Her passing from complications of Alzheimer's disease on her birthday felt deeply symbolic, as if her extraordinary life had come full circle. Growing up on a farm in Peru, New York, as the eldest of 6 children, Fran developed a love for learning and resilience early on, attending a one-room schoolhouse before earning her bachelor's degree in mathematics in 1954 and a master's in 1957. Initially a teacher, she joined IBM in 1957 to pay off student loans, only to discover her life's calling, transforming how computers understand human instructions. Fran's work on optimizing compilers, parallel computing, and program analysis revolutionized computing, from government supercomputers like Stretch Harvest to modern software that powers smartphones and apps today. Collaborating with John Koch, she published seminal papers that laid the foundation for automatic program optimization and efficiency, and she led key projects like the Tran Parallel Translator, enabling computers to process tasks faster than ever before. Beyond her technical genius, Fran was a mentor and advocate for women in technology, helping ensure that half of IBM's compiler research team in the 1970s and 1980s were women, breaking barriers in a male-dominated field. She became the first female IBM Fellow in 1989 and, in 2006, the first woman to receive the A.M. Turing Award, often called the Nobel Prize of Computing, cementing her legacy as a pioneer whose work continues to shape the future of technology. Astrid Zachrison, the beloved Swedish supercentenarian who witnessed more than a century of history unfold, was born on May 15, 1895, and passed away on the very same day, May 15, 2008, just half an hour into her 113th birthday. Her passing on her birthday felt deeply symbolic, as if her remarkable life had come full circle, closing a chapter that spanned 3 different centuries. Born Ellen Astrid Sophia Johnson in Fliseryd, Kalmar, Sweden, to Julius Johnson and Eleonora Josefina Amalia, Astrid grew up in a family that valued longevity and resilience, her grandmother having lived to the age of 90. She married Tage Zachrison in 1928, and together they had one son, Per Ivan, who would later care for her until she reached 106. Astrid's life was a testament to endurance and quiet strength. She lived through 2 world wars, witnessed immense social and technological changes, and became a symbol of Swedish longevity and history. In 2004, she became the oldest living person in Sweden, and by October 2007, she surpassed Elsa Moberg's age to become the oldest validated person in Swedish history and the 2nd oldest Nordic-born person ever, behind Christian Mortensen. Her extraordinary lifespan drew attention from national media, highlighting not only her age but also the life of a woman who bridged the 19th, 20th, and 21st centuries. After living with her son until 106, she moved to a nursing home, where she spent her final years with dignity.